Okay, so I've been trying to work on a blast build for the dual blades. Um, and this is where it's at so far. So I've got crit I5, attack boost 4, blast attack level 3, hellfire cloak level 3, crit boost level 2, weakness exploit level 2, Teostra's blessing level 2, coalescence level 2, and then everything else is just extra, right? So this is the armor. I'm using Scorn Magnum Aulos dual blades. So it has good slots, and this is the rest of the armor that I've decided to go with. My talisman has coalescence level 2 and a level 3 slot to fit um, another Hellfire deco. So this is the build, essentially. Um, Now, this isn't the way to build it properly. I would recommend instead what you do is you make this ugly piece of shit and you get Hellfire Cloak level 2 and Coalescence level 2 with a level 3 slot, so you can put in another Hellfire Cloak slot. And then you can focus on trying to mix match the different pieces to um, try and get max weakness exploit, crit boost, blast attack. One of the staples I think is going to be um, Teostra's waistband, and the reason is because of Teostra's blessing, which gives you a 10% blast buildup. So it's fire attack and blast, so it's pretty useful for either or. And I'm using it for the blast buildup, right? So what I would probably do is I would have this with the jelly chest piece, because it gives you 2 levels of blast attack and it has 2 level 2 slots. And I'm not sure about the arms yet. I would definitely have the Kaiser waist. Once again, I'm not too sure about the arms. Um, Depending on how much Mail of Hellfire gives, it might be worth throwing that in as well, but I'm not sure. Um, but maybe you could put in Malzeno's gauntlets if you want attack boost, or you could go with, if you don't really care about the slots, where is it? You'd go with Jaggy's arms for 3 attack boost. And if you get boots with level 2 attack boost, you could probably also put these on for level 2 attack boost and crit eye. That might not be bad. In fact, I'm gonna make those. But essentially, I think that's probably what I would do. Um, so I'd probably go with this, the Jaggy arms, the ingot greaves, and either. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's what I'd go with. But I think definitely if you are going for a blast build, you want this helmet. But I'm not gonna make this helmet because I swore to myself that I would not make a single piece of this armor set, and I plan to uphold that. But if I wasn't such an idiot, I would just make it, and I would um, have a lot more freedom, I think, in being able to make this build, because then I could change out um, my talisman for something else, right? So the main thing that's holding me back is coalescence, because you really want coalescence, because essentially what you can do is with the Hellfire cloak, right? You get the Hellfire Blight, right? And with the dual blades, you can use Shrouding Vault, which is essentially a counter, and you can use that to drop the Hellfire Blight on the floor, which will activate Coalescence, and then the Hellfire Blight will come back eventually, and then you can have Coalescence and Hellfire Blight, and if you're using Magnamalo Soul, you can get the attack boost increase that gives on top of Coalescence with, if you have a decent level of, attack boost already, then, you can kind of stack that. Like, in an ideal scenario, also there's Feral Demon mode as well, which if you use that, wrong thing. If you use Feral Demon mode, that increases your attack, right? So 440 in Feral Demon mode, but normally it's 373, right? And the same applies for regular Demon mode. So 69 Blast, and normally it's 52, right? And so Coalescence is really important because once you get Hellfire Cloak to proc, once again, Magnum also increases the damage, and then you can go into Feral Demon mode, which will increase it further. And then if you use Shrouded Vault, you can proc Coalescence, wait for the Hellfire to come back, go into Feral Demon mode, and then all those will stack. And if instead you want to focus on the Blast, you can switch over to Demon mode, and then the Blast will go up because of Coalescence. And you'll still have the damage boost from Hellfire Cloak as well. So you get the damage boost from Coalescence and Hellfire Cloak, and you get the increased element from Demon mode and Coalescence, and so essentially that's what I've been trying to make work. And I've been having a lot of trouble with it, to be honest. But that's where the build is right now anyways. I'm sure there are things I could change and other things that I haven't thought of. But essentially, that's where I'm at right now. That's as much as I can think of. So I'm kind of stuck here. If I made Scorn Magnamala's helmet, which I refuse to do, I could probably take this further. But since I'm not going to do that, I've kind of hit a wall on, I think, how efficient I can make this. But, anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about.